Almost a decade without seeing,
years without thinking,
months without speaking,
weeks of just highs and buys.
Yeah, our love story is far from perfect.
In our eyes.
But God knew what he was doing all along.
Giving us a new song.
To sing.
Yeah.
It's Tobe Flee.
But when you see us, we want you to see
God's glory, the author and finisher of this
love story.
We'll never understand why God did it this way.
We can't take any credit because when we first met,
we never thought we'd be here today.
There's really not much left to say.
So we'll just call it what it is.
#Grace. Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Tobe and
Fleeky.
And we are just about to get into how we met.
Right. What better place than to start from the beginning?
Okay, let's start from the beginning. You can start ladies first. I guess I'll chime in only because the story got to be the same. And if I feel like you're deviating from the truth, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna set it all straight. Hear it?
Okay, so what a lot of people don't know is that we actually met back in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost 10 years ago now. And when we met, we were actually both in relationships. Serious relationships.
Yeah.
And we started off as bandmates. And it was so brief. It was really brief because, like I said, we were both in relationships. So when I met him, when I saw him, I was just like, oh, he's kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, he's actually really cute. But that was really it. And then, it was for a rehearsal. And then the next day was the show that we were both rehearsing for. And then what's crazy... Let me talk. We had a conversation. We had a whole conversation.
I was just about to go there.
And how I know we had a conversation is because I left with his Instagram. Sorry, Instagram wasn't around at that time.
No,
Facebook.
Facebook, yeah.
It was Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember that I left with his Instagram and
Use Facebook.
I keep saying Instagram. Sorry, Facebook. See, that's the age you're in right now. But yes, Facebook was the wave back then, though.
Definitely was.
But yeah, I left with his Facebook, and I remember telling myself, I was like, oh, he's cute or whatever. And I looked on his Facebook and I was like...
Hold on.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Okay.
I was like, oh, he's in love. I was like, he's in love with his girl. So, next. Whatever. Even though I was in a relationship, but honestly, I'm not going to lie. That relationship was on the verge of a breakup. Because we actually did break up a week later, too. But I remember looking at his page. I was like, oh, he has a whole girlfriend. And he really loves this girl. So, yeah, bye. Yeah. I'm not going to pay him no mind. But yeah, chime in.
Wait, so... Did we have the relationship at the rehearsal or at the show? I mean, the conversation. At the rehearsal or at the show? Because I remember the rehearsal. I also remember the show. The show was at Boys and Girls High School. This was October. Is it October?
No, it's November.
November 2010. At Boys and Girls High School. And the rehearsal was at Complete Music Studios in Brooklyn. So I remember that. Yeah. But I don't remember when I don't remember the conversation.
Which is nuts to me.
I do not remember talking to this girl.
So how did I get his Facebook? How did he get my Facebook?
I mean... Yeah, but you remember. I don't remember. I mean, but okay.
Disrespectful.
No. That's why I'm asking. Where did this conversation take place? And what was the content of the conversation?
I don't remember the conversation.
Oh, okay.
We were backstage.
Oh, so it was at the show? It wasn't at rehearsal?
It wasn't at rehearsal.
Okay.
We just said, hey, what's up? And that was it.
Oh, really?
He got me sound like I'm crazy now.
No. She's not crazy. No. She's telling it like it is. I just don't remember.
Terrible.
Yeah. I mean... I don't know.
Terrible. Well, I guess he was focused. And he was focused, I guess, on that relationship.
I wasn't checking for you.
That's a lie. Okay. I was cute. I'm cute now, and I was cute then, too.
Yeah.
He was definitely checking.
Yeah. But I wasn't checking for her. It was like, no, like you said, it was like, oh, she cute. Keep it pushing.
Right.
Wasn't checking for that. I don't even remember the conversation.
Whatever.
Okay. So let's fast forward because after that...
Mm-hmm.
I never heard from you or nothing. I completely forgot that this girl existed.
But it's true though. Yeah. It's actually true because we've never crossed paths after that. It took us to what year?
2018.
2018 since we actually came back together. But what's funny is that what am I trying to say?
A few moments later.
There were times that we actually were in the same place, but we just never crossed paths. Like, for example, one of our friends, our very close friend's wedding, we were both there, but we did not see each other. And then another friend's wedding, was it? I think it was their traditional and their actual wedding. Lanaya.
Yeah. No, I wasn't at the traditional, but I was at the actual.
Okay. But yeah, so like we were there together, but we just did not cross paths. Like we did not see each other, and that's how we don't know. It was probably like that throughout the whole 8 years or so that we were, because we're Nigerian. Nigerians know each other. We always at the same places, so it's very possible that we were together, but we just didn't see each other. But honestly, I feel like that's the way God had it.
Thank God.
But and then fast forwarding, so I'm in a relationship or whatever. I'm in another relationship, and so yeah, I'm definitely not thinking about this guy or nothing like that. But then there was a time that God told me to just be single, and this was in 2016. So now I'm just single or whatever, and I got so, I guess, content in my singleness that I was like, you know what, God, like, I don't mind if I die single. Like, I really don't mind. If it's just me and my family and my work and everything, I'll be good.
That's crazy.
And then funny thing, the next day in church, it was ministered that you shouldn't settle. Like, it was prophesied to me that you should not settle, that I have a man coming for you. That a man is making his way to you. Like, don't.
No pressure, y'all. Okay, continue.
Yeah, but that you shouldn't settle, that singleness is not for you, and all of that stuff, and that a man is coming, a man that you've never, like, I guess, experienced before, he's making his way to you. And then that day, that's a Sunday, and then the following Monday, I meet this guy
at rehearsal.
Another band rehearsal. So the band that we were in 2010, way different from this one now. But I was not expecting to see him, but he was there. And even when I saw him there, I was just like, oh, there goes that guy. I didn't think anything of it because God told me, and we do this all the time, God will tell us certain things, but then we'll go back to our own little mindset, like, because he did say a man was coming, but I didn't automatically look at it as it just being him. So I was just like, okay, there he goes again. Cool, he could do him.
Wait, hold on. What about my birthday? 2018.
We're not gonna get into that just yet. We're gonna save that.
Okay, cool.
We're gonna save that.
Okay,
cool. He's trying to start some stuff right now.
No, I'm just saying. Like I said, if I felt like we was deviating or delineating from the truth, I was gonna try to bring it and reel it back.
We gonna get into that.
But so band rehearsal.
We're bandmates now again. And we're rehearsing for a live recording. Joe Kulu, shout out to our
my bro. Yeah. It's my bro right there.
So this is August, and the live recording was in November. So we're now seeing each other. I said each other. Oh my God, that's a bird, and just trying to pop back out. But yes, we're now seeing each other every Monday.
Okay.
And this is week after week. This is from August all the way to November that we're seeing each other week after week after week after week. And throughout this time, I'm still looking at him as, oh, there he goes. I didn't really know his story because the last time I guess I knew about him, he was in a relationship. And I'm not the type of girl that checks for anybody's man. I'm like, okay, that's this person's man. He's not mine. My eyes are covered. So I just looked at him. I was like, okay, cool. There he goes. And then live recording comes. And then I was like, okay, this is the end. I'm not going to see him again. So actually, I think I should stop there.
You want me to pick up from there?
I guess not pick up from there. Maybe you could give your side from the beginning.
Oh, okay. So everything was actually super same. She remembers more than I did, obviously, because there was a whole conversation that took place that I don't recall. But it happened because we ended up exchanging Facebook contacts, which recently was kind of interesting because I'm barely on Facebook and neither is she. But I think, was it like, 2 months ago when you checked your Facebook, we weren't even friends on Facebook?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I don't know who unfriended who at one point in time. I even start the question.
It was me.
Oh, you unfriended me?
It was me.
You unfriended me?
Guilty as charged.
Okay, so
we'll get into why, but yeah.
This is news to me. No. This is news to me because 2 months ago when we just realized that, wait, we're not even friends on Facebook, she pressed me like I was the...
Guilty as charged.
Okay, cool.
But we'll get into it.
Right, so y'all heard it here first. Disrespectful, yo. Sick of you. but anyway, so yeah, apparently we had a conversation or whatever, and that was the end of that. She never became a thought after that
Ouch!
Grace.
My goodness.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm telling the truth. I was in my own situation at the time.
I said it nicer though. I said we never crossed paths. You said I never became a thought again. Like,
No,
sheesh.
you wasn't. Like after that, that was it.
I
Like
guess the truth hurts, right?
yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm
Nah,
sorry.
it's good.
No, I apologize.
No, it's okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. No offense. I'm sorry.
I'm good, babe.
Okay, cool. So, and then, I was in a very long, extensive relationship, and that came to an end the beginning of 2018, and so from that point, I started my singleness journey, and then we started to get ready for the live recording. So we actually never knew who the singles were. Because we had I want to say maybe 5 or 6 band rehearsals before the singers actually came in, and Joe would mention her name, but it never rung a bell, and so it was just like, all right, cool. And then that first Monday that the singers came in, that's when I saw her. Initially, it didn't register who she was. I completely forgot that I actually ever met this girl. I don't even know when we actually dialogued. Did we even speak that first rehearsal?
The first day we did.
We did? Okay. So, was that when you reminded me?
No, I kind of played it coy.
Okay.
I was like, let me see if he remembers me.
And he didn't.
And he didn't.
Right. So yeah. But like she said, we were doing rehearsals every single Monday from August up until November. And I guess just our interaction would just happen during rehearsal, bandmates. And that was the end of that. I mean, there was really nothing else to it. I would show up to rehearsal, mingle, interact with everybody, and then I'd leave. That's all it was. I was not, even during rehearsal, I was not checking for her. It was not, there was nothing going on. It was just, I was just here. But yeah, so when we got to after the live recording, just like she said, she thought that was the end of it. Not that I thought that was the end of it, because like I said, I wasn't checking. So whether there was anything more or not, it just really wasn't a thing for me. So so that's really what that was. So then we could jump into, was it the following week or 2 weeks after the live recording?
It was the following week.
Okay. So the following week after the live recording, Joe got invited to minister at, are you sure it was the following week?
It was the following week because...
No, it might have been 2 weeks after, because PTL is usually the last
end
week.
of the month.
End of the month.
True.
And we did the live recording at the beginning.
It was November 2nd, and then PTL was November 30th.
Right. So,
okay.
So 2-3 weeks later.
2 weeks later, yeah.
Yeah, so 2-3 weeks later, Joe gets invited to PTL, praise the Lord. Shout out to Hope Restoration. We love y'all. Joe gets invited to minister there, so Joe kind of puts the team back together, and we're back in rehearsals. So you're absolutely right, because I think we had 2 rehearsals the same Monday nights.
We did.
Leading up to... Yeah, so you're right. So it was the week after we got together for rehearsal, but PTL wasn't until the end of the month.
Right.
And so that's when we just, I guess, still continued to see each other. And it was that. And then things got interesting.